Well guys, in this little video we're going to talk about 379 style headlights on a new 589. I'm not going to fire this girl up because, well, it snowed and it's cold, and I want to plug it in first. So we're going to the service truck, plug it in for a bit before we fire up and move it. There's no plugs on this fence. There's plugs on that fence over there, but with the 589, the question is, can you put 379 headlights on it? And the answer is absolutely. Now, let me cover up my hand and knock some snow off. It had freezing rain a couple nights ago, so everything is frozen. So right here, what you need is a shim, because the grill angles out more than on the 379s and 389s, so you need a shim that's angled, which you can kind of see there. So our body shop actually made up some shims, so it's easy to put 379 style headlights on. And of course with these you can do the heated LED speakers. Now the factory's coming out with their heated LED speakers for trucks built after January 20th. So they have to be built after January 20th, and then you can select the new Peterbilt 589 heated LED headlights from factory. Which, what do you think of them? I'll maybe share a picture here, there, anywhere. I think they look really good. I think for factory option it's going to be fantastic. Can't wait to put them to use and test them, and to not have to change headlights is great, because of course the others are the Aeropods, which you still can't get in LED. And these were a great light when they first came out, but not so much anymore. So this is actually a rigged out short hood 589 quad logger that we built for a customer. It's got a free flight trailer. Free flight is local to Vanderhoof, which is just an hour away, out of Prince George to the west. Family owned business. We also put the wide load mirror brackets that we custom built. So at Peterbilt Pacific here in Prince George, we made these stainless steel brackets that bolt on here and move the mirror arm out like, gosh, I think that's 4 or 5 inches. And the biggest reason for that is you can't get a wider mirror option from the factory. And if we look at these trailers, if I stand, right underneath the mirror, these bunks are actually 9 foot 6 inches wide. So here in British Columbia, you can legally go down the highway with 9 foot 6 wide. So you're 6 inches wider than a conventional truck. And the problem is the mirrors don't stick out enough. So we made those here at Peterbilt Pacific in Prince George. If you want a set of the wide load mirror brackets, just give our parts department a call, area code 250-563-8866, and yeah, we can make some more. I'm sure we can ship them out anywhere, but I think these are going to be a game changer. So, and one of the things that I love about the 589 is the fact that we have these stainless steel mirror arms for that option. Because the only problem with the 567 right now is we don't have a really good wide load mirror option. So you can see if you're standing right beside the truck, if you have a bunk that sticks out 6 inches, you don't have quite as much visibility. They actually do stick out longer, or pardon me, wider than what they did on a 3 Series cab, so 389 or 367. They don't look it, but they are actually wider. If you look up the bodybuilder manual, and this is kind of fun, guys, and even if you're just a truck enthusiast, online, if you go to peterbilt.com, you can access the bodybuilder manual, and it'll give you all the stats on a Peterbilt truck. And it works for Kenworth, Western Star, all of them. And it's so bodybuilders, rig out shops know, how high the cab is, where the frame is, what the RBMs of the frames are. It's great information, and it's really fun to learn some knowledge. So if you look up the bodybuilder manual, it'll tell you how wide those mirrors are. And we're actually developing a wide load mirror option for these as well, for if 9.6 or predominantly 10.6, because they work not bad for 9.6 bunks, but 10.6, you know, places like Alberta, or if you're off highway and you're 10.6 wide, yeah, then you can't see anything out your mirror. So we're developing a bracket in here, so you unbolt this and basically move the mirror out in that drop, because the way the mirror mounts behind there, you it's a real bugbear to make it wider there. But the 589s is pretty easy, and it looks like that looks factory. Just I'm blown away with how good our guys are. And I mean, it's not like we're any special or whatever, just it's one of those things where you have a need and you brainstorm as to how to solve the problem, and that's what it's all about, solving the problems for you guys. And that's what our responsibility as a truck salesperson and a dealership is, to solve your problems, to make it easier for you guys to do your job, make money with your trucks. Because if you're making money and doing well, then you'll support us and buy trucks and buy parts and stuff like that. But this truck turned out absolutely fantastic. And the beauty of the 589 short hood is you get a little more bumper to back of cab. We've got the wide track axle on it with the wide offset. The other thing we have to do is put rubber flares on here. I'll just brush that off, because from the factory they only come with the 2-inch wide plastic ones, and it doesn't cover the tire. You can see where the tire is. So we put the rubber fender flares on. We get it done in our body shop, and it works fantastic. Now, getting back to our 379 style headlights, the one thing that you need to know is if you want to put them on your truck, now you could order the shims from us here at Peterbilt Pacific in Prince George, and we could sell you some, that's no problem. But the kicker is when you put the 379 style headlights on, you need to redo the wiring, because the standard wiring in the 379 pod doesn't just plug and play. So you have to get it rewired, and at that point you want to take it to a local dealer so that you get it wired right, and that your lights work like they're supposed to. And I'm gonna say it's not that hard, because I'm not the guy that does it. Our guys in the body shop do it, and they do a fantastic job, and I don't know how they hook it up, but you know what? Magic. Truck dealership magic. And the other cool thing is, in Canada, we have to have daytime running lights, and these are now our daytime running lights. So you can have your headlights off when you're in a pullout clearing a truck, and just those are lit up. Now, one thing I would like to do is try tinting that, like put a yellow like rock guard or tint on it. And if you guys down south are wondering, why do you want to shut your headlights off? When you're hauling logs and you're on a busy bush road, it's a 1-lane road, so you duck into pullouts to let the loaded trucks go by, because loaded trucks have the right of way. So when you duck into a pullout, you don't want to dynamite your brakes, because you're only stopping for, a few minutes, 5 minutes or less, depending on how gutsy you are to, get up, to that next pullout to meet the next truck. And so you just keep your foot on the brake. Sometimes you just have your foot on the clutch too, and you just reach over, turn your headlights off, and then that way you don't blind the guy coming towards you. So that's why we like to have it so you can turn your headlights off and not have your daytime running lights stay on. But anyways, that's a little fun fact. But yes, you can do 379 style headlights, and you know what? If you have wide loads and you want a mirror extension, we can sell them to you, and they look OEM, man. And if you're a Peterbilt engineer and you're watching my video, one, thank you very much for supporting the channel and watching the video, but we should get this as a factory option, because if Well, let's go to the back and look at, like, this is just awesome. The customer chose to do penny lights on the cab guard to match, and looks fantastic. But if we stand at the back of the truck here and we line up all our bunks, look at that. The only thing sticking out is your mirror right there. And that's why we made the wide load mirror brackets. Something that we need here up in the north, because it's cold. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but according to my finger temperature, they're starting to hurt real bad, which means it's probably getting close to -10 Celsius. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. I'll try to put it down below, unless I forget. And if I do, I apologize for that. But anyways, guys, that's it for this episode. Thanks for following on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Subscribe down below. It's free. Helps the algorithm. Helps Mike the Truck Nut. And with that, we can do more cool stuff. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace out. Damn, that's a sexy truck. Damn, that's sexy. Love it.